Hello viewer, welcome back to DC channel with me, Mr. Andrew, with the simple step to write an ideal letter of application. Everybody know that writing a letter of application is very difficult. But do you think it is true? Difficult? Don't worry. I will give you simple step to write an ideal of letter of application. Well, viewers, when preparing a job application letter, follow these steps to make sure your letter includes the information. The first step is emphasizing your skill and abilities. It aims to sell yourself as an excellent candidate for the open position. The next step is stay concise. Why you should stay concise? Because a brief letter is more manageable and appealing. The next step is proofread the letter. To make sure your letter does not have any grammatical or spelling errors to avoid potentially negative first impression. The next step, don't forget to review the job listing keywords. It will help you to show the person reviewing it you would be a good fit in the specific role. The next step is send a letter for every position to which you apply. It means that sending one for each job to which you apply. Then, the next step is use the simple format. What is the use of simple format here? There are three steps. The first one is the alignment of the document should be include single spacing, 1-inch margin and left alignment. The second step is it's best to use the professional and traditional font such as Times New Romans in the size of 10 to 12 points. And the third is try to keep your job application letter to one page. Well, the second step is create the heading. The heading should include your name and contact information, the date and the company name and address. If you send your job application letter via email, you can eliminate your name and contact information from the header and put it at the bottom of the email after the signature instead. This is an example. Your name, you should input your name, your city and zip code, and then also your phone number and your email address. And then also don't forget to put the date, the name of hiring manager or supervisor, the title of hiring manager or supervisor, the company, and the physical address of the company. Well, viewers, the next step is addressing the letter to the hiring manager. Addressing your letter to this person with a common business greeting, such as Dear Mr. or Mrs., and also completed with their last name. But if you are unable to find the preferred gender pronouns, such as she or her, them or they, of the individual reviewing your application, you can use dear with the completed first and the last name. For example, Dear Hiring Manager. Well, viewers, this is very important to bear in mind how to write an application letter. This is the key point how to write it in a good manner. The first one is review information about the company and position. The second one is open the letter by describing your interests. The third one is outline your experience and qualification. The next ones include aspects of your personality. The next one is express appreciation, and the last one close the letter. Well, the next one is what you have to do in reviewing the information about the company and position. What you have to do is to write a new application letter for each position you are applying for, so you can include pertinent details and show your interest in the particular open role. Then spend some time reviewing the company information, which you can likely find on the website, as well as the position listing. Then compare your qualification and experience with the list of the skills in that posting. You may also want to think about specific experiences that have prepared you for the role, such as leading a team or managing a major event. The next step is what you have to do to open the letter by describing your interest. What you have to do is, in the first paragraph of your letter, mention the job title for which you are applying and where you saw the position posting. Then, include your specific interest in the role and company so the reader knows this is not a generic application letter. The next one is briefly state the main experience or qualification you have that make you a good fit. This is the section that will draw in the hiring manager as the reader of your application letter. So it is very important to appeal to that person quickly and succinctly. For example, here, I saw the posting for the marketing intern role on my university's online job abroad. I am very interested. I am drawn to your company's mission of innovation and putting the customer first. I am in my final year of earning my bachelor degree in marketing with a minor in communication. So I feel my educational experience has prepared me to work in the fast-paced marketing department like the one with your organization. Then, the next step, outline your experience and qualification. What you have to do in outlining the experience and qualification in a letter of application, the first thing is the next few paragraphs of your letter should highlight your experience, qualification, and skill, positioned in a way that aligns with the company's goal and mission. For example, if you are applying for a job with a non-profit organization that provides educational opportunities to underserved community members, you could talk about your experience with non-profit organization or educational offerings. Since a job application letter should stand on its own without a resume, it's helpful to include details about the experience that relate to the position to which you are applying. Well, the next step includes aspects of your personality. In this step, as you are writing your job application letter, you should consider how you can incorporate aspects of your personality while remaining professional. A friendly and engaging letter is likely to appeal to the reader, especially when they can get an idea of how well you might fit with the team. Well, the next thing that you have to write is express appreciation. What you have to do is, before you sign off on your letter, express your appreciation to the hiring manager for reviewing your letter and considering you for the position. The hiring manager is taking time out for the day to read what you have written. So expressing your gratitude for the time spent is a polite and professional way to close the document. Such as, for example, in this writing, I appreciate the time you have taken to review my application letter. Since you likely received a number of applications and letters for this open position, I'm extremely grateful for the time you have spent reading about me and what would like to me a good fit for this role. Then, the last step is closing the letter. What you should do in closing the letter, use some expressions such as sincerely or best. Many people use sincerely or best to close the letter, although any professional sign-off is fine to include. Don't forget, in the final line of the letter should be your full name, and then if you submit a hard copy of the letter, include your signature above your typed name. Then, when submitting an application letter via email, you should include your contact information beneath your name, rather than including it in the header. Well, viewer, that is the simple step how to write a letter of application. If you think easy, it will be easy. Thank you. Let's practice to write.